have I been? So, to answer that, I've done a lot of school, and I honestly just figured that I wouldn't be uploading for a while. Although today I have proved myself wrong, and I am uploading a new video for Skript. So, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so currently I am in my base on my SMP, and I'm going to be showing you guys some of the implications of this new plugin. So right now I have two different homes. I can warp to home 1, as you can see right there, or I can warp to home 2. And as you can see, I have custom names for each of those warps, and I can pay 5 diamonds to make another one with a custom name. Okay, so I was looking back at the recording that I was about to show you, and just so you know, while I do have essentials on my server, I have not been using essentials in this command creation. And so while yes, you can do /home and /set home in essentials, I am not using that command, and I did code it myself. Okay, so now I am in my test room, and as you can see, I have 64 diamonds in my inventory. And so this system is basically going to take 5 of these diamonds away, and then basically make a warp at your head position and also your current coordinates. So if I were to face this wall, and then I were to hit F3 so you can see my coordinates, and I were to do set home and then room 1, then as you can see, it will save my current coordinates, so negative 146, that's correct, 4 on the Y, that's also correct, and Z at negative 329.94. Now that is rounded, of course, but that's such a small difference that you're really not going to notice it during gameplay. So now, if I were to go and come over here, and then I were to do /home room 1, so I type in the name of the home that I created, then it will teleport me right back to here, and as you can see, the coordinates are the exact same. So none of the coordinates change throughout movement, and yeah. So now I'm going to show you how to create the script and also what plugins you're going to need. Okay, so if I navigate over to my dashboard on minehut.com, this is the server hosting platform that I am using, then you don't want to go to plugins because that will just bring you to a list of plugins. But instead, you want to go to File Manager. Okay, and so once that loads, you want to go down to Plugins, Script. Okay, and then once that loads, the scripts folder will show up. And as you can see, I have a whole lot of scripts that I've shown for my many videos. However, okay, not many videos, but you go down, and this script that I created, I just named it Diamond Set Home. And so yeah, I'm just going to go through the script and show you what each line does. Okay, so to get started, we first create a command, and so right here we have text. Now this text is a argument. Now as you can see, this is a bit more complicated than my previous one, so I will try to explain it as best as I can. So this text right here, this is an argument. So anything that you put right here, so you could have it as hamburger or anything, that is going to be a text argument, and so you just name the argument right here text. Now this trigger just lets the command know that after you do this command and you name the home that you want, it will trigger the rest of the event. So if the player does not have 5 diamonds in their inventory, then send in red, so this is the @C here, we could not create the warp you requested due to insufficient funds. So yeah, if you don't have 5 diamonds, it just won't create the warp. Now if the player does have 5 diamonds, however, then it will set a variable that's that's specific to the player, as well as the name of that warp to the player's location. Now, the location method right here, this is just referring to their head position and also their player location and also world location. Now, I'm just going to go a bit in depth into this variable. So, right here, the %player%, that is just formatting the specific player's name into the variable. So it's the player's name dot home location dot and then %arg1. Now, as you know now, the text up here, that is an argument, and because there's only one argument in this command, we are just going to be using argument 1 because that is the first argument in the command. And so we format this using the percent signs. And so now you have a player specific home location with the specific argument name. And so your home at argument 1's location is at this variable. Now, the next command that we're going to be looking at is the /home command. And so as you can see, we have the text argument once again because we are going to be inputting the exact same home name. And so down here, we are triggering the rest of the event. And so if the player, if this variable doesn't exist, then send "we are sorry, but the warp you wanted wasn't found," and then they would teleport the player to that location. If this variable doesn't exist, right? So if they enter a name that is not their warp, then they will just not be teleported anywhere. Except that right here it's testing for if this exists. So the argument 1, right, that's just going to be the home name. The player, once again, player specific. So if you're trying to warp to another player's warp, that's not going to work. And so, yeah. So home name right here. So if I were to type in cheeseburger right here and then hamburger right here, because the hamburger is not in a variable, the warp will not exist, and so they will not be teleported. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Now if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, ask me in the comments, or I will be featuring my Discord inside of the description of this video. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.